Hey guys, this is Channing B. Nash, a proud member of the YLC team, and this is a special edition of Inside YLC. As you all can see, I am sitting with the visionary, creator, and host of the Young Leaders Conference, Mr. Mark Moore Jr. How are you today, sir?
I'm sitting with Channing B. Nash. I'm wonderful. How could I not be wonderful?
What's your favorite show on YouTube? Tell the people.
Without question, my favorite show right now is a show called YLC, Inside YLC. You've probably seen it. I've seen all the episodes.
Well, you know, I may have seen a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your work.
Awesome,
so it's good to be sitting
I'm
with
a
you
fan
today.
of your work
Oh,
as
I'm,
well.
I'm glad to hear it.
We are sitting amongst greatness, amongst ourselves.
I'm sitting with you, so yeah, you're right.
All right, so let's get into the tracks for this year's YLC. Okay, now, I love the diversity of the YLC conference.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons that it has become what it has become is because it's like 6 conferences in one.
Right.
So I want to start with something that is near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
The singles conference, the
Okay.
singles track.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your heart behind the singles track.
Can I be very honest with you?
Yes, please.
If you'll allow me to be honest, I have to tell you, typically, I hate to say it, but I hate most singles conferences, to be honest with you. Because typically it's the same variation of single and satisfied or successfully single. It's almost as if once you've seen one, you've seen them all, because they typically, not all, but many of them present singleness as a disease that can only be cured by a relationship. And I think that what we've tried to do with this singles track is present it in a better light and lean into the fact that all singles are not created equally. First of all, you have single and satisfied, single and building your business, single and divorced, single and widowed, single with children, single with no children. And so we need a gathering that's going to speak to the wide range of singles out there and give them relevant content to make their season better.
So there's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
Who are some of the voices that you have chosen to help push that vision?
Well, I'm real big on credibility.
Okay.
And so we've brought in everybody from Bishop Marvin Sapp, Pastor YPJ, Pastor Adrian Davis, Real Talk Kim. We really wanted people that had something to say outside of the norm.
Okay. Okay. So for the person who is like you, who hates singles conferences, what is the deciding factor behind choosing the singles conference for this year? What would you say that is?
That's a great question, and really the best answer I can give is the fact that the content you're going to get is not what you've seen everywhere else. You know, for example, we do a lot of research into our sessions and preparing what people really need. We want to scratch where it itches. And so in our conversation, a lot of my sisters have told me that their issue with singleness and the way it's presented in the church is that it's always driven towards what the sisters need to do in order to be wives. Did I get a witness
Come
here?
on!
So what we've done is we said, well, let's flip it, because the brothers need to know how to be husbands as well, right?
Absolutely.
So we're doing one of the sessions. I don't want to give you too much because they need to go register.
Okay.
But one of the sessions that we're doing is called the Husband Preparatory Academy, where we're going to be giving the men that are there, because I'm excited. We've got an equal balance, really. Our registration numbers are 51% female and 49% male.
That's unheard of.
I'm very proud of that. So we want to give some to the brothers and for the sisters as well. I think they'll thank us for it as to how they can be better prepared for the journey ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's jump off of the singles for a second. Something that I believe is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about the preacher's track.
Let's talk about the preacher's track. You know that one. You know that's near and dear to my heart. You're
I mean,
right about it.
I've watched you. I've seen what you do. Come on.
Amen.
We
To
know
him-
who
to
you
him
are.
be glory and
to
praise.
him be
To him
glory,
be
honor,
glory.
and praise. Hallelujah.
Yeah. But, you know, our preacher's track is really something
Okay.
that has been essential to the experience from the very beginning. When we were that young leaders retreat with 50 people in that DoubleTree meeting room, 4156 the Vista Road, it will forever be in my mind. But that has always been a staple of the experience, that opportunity to train and prepare and develop a rising generation of preachers. And I want to be clear when I say train and prepare, because I'm the host, but I'm the #1 student at the conference. I'm not here sharing what I think on how to be great. I'm not at all there yet. So what we've done is we've brought in literally what I consider some of the best voices in the kingdom to share with our ministers and up-and-coming voices. And this is why so many pastors send their leaders and their young ministers, because they want them to be trained by the likes of Dr. Jamal Bryant and Dr. E. Dewey Smith and Pastor John Hannah, my God, everybody's coming. Dr. Darius Daniels, Bishop Paul Morton. It's going to be an incredible lineup of people that have the wins, the losses, the credibility, the experience, the ups, the downs, that they can sit down in front of a couple thousand preachers and say, this is what you need to know to get from where you are to where I am. This is what the journey has taught me. And I think that that wisdom is invaluable.
Why do you think it is essential for preachers to sit under other skilled and credible preachers in order to help them in their own ministries?
You know, that's a great question, and I think that particularly when it pertains to the generational side of that, the younger ones sitting and learning from those that have been here, I think about one of my favorite New Testament miracles, and that's the feeding of the 5,000. We can preach that thing all day, and there's so many lessons, but the one that stands out to me is the fact that what the moment needed, the next generation had it, but it was useless until they submitted it to the older generation. And I think that where we are as a people, as a church world, as a society, we, my generation, our generation, the young preachers, we've got technology. We know how to work social media. We know how to build brands. We know how to, get an audience on Facebook Live. But there's still something that we cannot develop until we submit what we have to the sound of wisdom from those that have been where we're trying to go.
That is so good.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is so good. Listen, I know you've heard something that makes you want to register, so here's what you need to do. Head over to www.exploreylc.com to register. If you're a single, if you're a preacher, we want to see you there. Head over, register today, and we will see you in August.
Yeah.